Hey Soul Fam, Amelia Adair here. Hope you guys are feeling good and doing good. I only got a few minutes, so that's why I'm gonna record and get cozy real quick. Cause this little hair right here, I don't even know if I want to tuck it back, cause it be getting on my nerve. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. My balls need to come on back. But let me talk to y'all real quick while we got some good light. We got a little good lighting. So fam, let me start off like this, okay? There's two types of success, okay? And you are able to have both if you choose, okay? But in this world overall, a lot of people like to relate success to funds, like how much money you have, funds, Funds. So a lot of people like to relate their success or compare their success to the amount of dollars that they have, right? Now, all that is great, what I'm saying? Congratulations, you got money in the bank, but, in this new world that we live in, meaning after pandemic world, 2022 coming up, 2021 that's here, there's another type of success, okay? It's called mental success. So some of us aren't even aware that mental success exists. And of course, we're going to have the people that disagree. Those are probably the ones, without the mental success. But you have to realize the value in mental success because, one, you are able to, I got like a hair sitting here. You are able to use your mind, make your own decisions, trust your own judgment. And that's important because there's a lot of validation seeking in this world where people feel like, they need money to validate their success. They need likes to validate their success. They need a whole posse to validate their success. They need a clique. They need a group. They need something to validate their success. And if your mental is not where it needs to be, you can have $1 million, millions of dollars, and not feel fulfilled. You could just still feel like I'm missing something. I have to do something else. You're on like a rat race to continuously try to keep up that persona of who money made you. Some of us are made by money, so without the money, honey, will you have all those friends? Will you have all those calls? And think of it like this. Think of it like a basketball team, right? If you're someone that's on that team, your success will be based on the way you perform, I don't know if this is a great example, but I just want you to wrap your mind around this real quick. People like, let's say, LeBron, because the amount of layups he has, the amount of this, the amount of that, his performance, okay? If his performance wasn't what it was, then he wouldn't be successful, right? Now, performance is self-controlled, okay? LeBron can control how much he works out. He can control how he perform in the game, if his head is right. There's people like, keep your head in the game, keep your head in the game. If your head, this is a great example. If your head is, y'all know I be flowing. I don't be having no book. If his mind wasn't right, his performance wouldn't be what it was. Now, people can't buy performance. You get what I'm saying? People can't buy skill. People could go to school and learn a skill, just like beauty school. You'll have 20 million people going to beauty school, but some people have that natural skill to understand color, understand cut, understand concepts a lot better. You can't buy understanding. You get what I'm saying? So when I say you have mental success, it's self-controlled. No one can buy your state of mind, your way of thinking, the physique of your brain. That's what I like to call it, the physique of your brain. the way you comprehend things, the way you see things, that cannot be bought. Okay? Just like vocals. Those Whitney vocals, you could buy as many likes and sales or whatever you want to buy to try to compete with Whitney. Let her soul rest in peace. But if, the Whitney we know got on that mic and hit that note, you had to have pure talent to do that. Some of us overlook this in life overall. We chasing the bag. You know what I'm saying? We chasing the bag. We trying to get to the bag. We trying to get to the bag. Baby, you chasing hours. You're chasing positions. You're chasing likes. You're chasing follows. You're chasing things that can be bought. Don't mean that they could be bought, that they are of good value. Because the best things in life are free. You hear that? The best things in life are free. Love. We love love. We love to feel a hug. And we could go and buy hugs by buying friends. You know what I'm saying? But when you know you bought these friends, it's like, you don't need my friend because I got money. It's not the same. That's why when people love a mother's love or a father's love, you can't buy the love of your mother. Because you only have one mother. Okay, yeah, you can have two, you can have adopted, blah, 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 blah. I'm not talking about that. But theoretically, you only can have one mother. Now, this is not to go personal to anybody who has any situations. Don't take it personal. Just understand the concept. Okay? I know we can have someone that raised us, our grandmother. Yes. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about theoretically, you only can have one mother. So theoretically, you can't go and buy another person to carry you for 9 months. Okay? Only one person could carry you for 9 months. Period. Just that part. Okay? So I want y'all to understand that exercising your brain, reading books, understanding, comprehending concepts, handling situations, keeping your mind in order when things go wrong is more powerful than having $100,000 in the bank. Because, okay, yeah, you have $100,000 in the bank, but can you really create a model, create a formula, I'm looking for a particular word. Can you create, come on, Lord, what is it? Can you create a system? That's the word I'm looking for. Can you create a system to keep that $100,000 or double it or triple it, and it works out? Some of us will get $100,000 and then have to pay someone to triple it. Have to pay someone to help you start something, because you don't have the mental capacity to do it yourself. So because you have funds, money, you have to outsource. But if you play it smart and you take $20,000 and invest it in your mind, you will get better results because you can trust your own judgment. So this is going to go over some of you heads. Some of y'all ain't going to understand what I'm saying. Okay? The Lord came to me that this is the message. I was like, woo! Because, so fam, a lot of things I see, because I see a lot of things. I don't say a lot of things. And I do say a lot of things, but there's a lot of things I don't say. The sun is setting. I just love this. But this is sad that, talking about the black community real quick, there's so many black people that have more than enough money. But why is it still more than enough black people failing compared to the white communities. Now, I know there's some nuances to this, but from what I've seen and experienced personally, okay, this is my personal account, page, and thoughts and experience, not just thoughts, these are experiences, is that with the money that you have, you were told it was a solution to your problems. You were told it will make you happy. So you chase this bag of money. I'm just looking off so I don't lose my thought, y'all. I need to focus on this important thought. And if I start looking at myself, I start looking at my hair. Anyway. But you start chasing this money, and because you're told that it will make you happy, right? And when you get this money and it actually doesn't fix your problems, you try to find a way in your mind, because your mind isn't mentally well, you try to find a way in your mind to make this money make you happy every single day. And something in you, or maybe no one told you, or maybe you never invested enough to understand that the money isn't going to make you happy. The money doesn't make you successful. Okay? Your mind, your mental ability to understand concepts and problems and solutions, and that is what makes you successful. See, some of us are looking at it wrong. We're looking at Michael Jackson and we're saying, I want to be as rich as Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson had 3 houses. And I don't know how many houses he has. I'm just using this as a quick example. Michael Jackson has a nice car. Oh, Michael Jackson has X, Y, and Z. So I want to be like Michael Jackson. But the true thing is, you want to be as talented as Michael Jackson. Not understanding that talent is not bought. Michael Jackson didn't buy his vocals, his ability to create great music, his ability to connect with humans. Michael Jackson has the ability to connect with humans sincerely, from the heart. When I listen to Michael Jackson, I feel Michael in my heart. I hear his vocals through my soul. Now, I'm not going to compare it to other artists that I don't hear it in my soul, because this is not to bash anyone. But think about other artists that you listen to that's not Michael Jackson, and maybe not even as big as Michael Jackson. What is it about that person that stops them from being on Michael Jackson level? Now, look at you. What is it in you that stops you from moving to the next level? Because you're focusing on hours and saving money and trying to wrap your mind around success, distracted, that you're not focusing on, your true talents. Now, true talents, okay? Some of us are distracted by things that we think are our true talents. Now, listen, I've had this issue as well, where I enjoy doing something and I think it's my true talent. I found an easy way to do something, so I think it's my true talent. So then I'm focusing on this thing that I think is my true talent. And some people have 1 to 2 talents, but you're focusing on this thing that you think is your true talent when it's just something you've practiced for so long. When you have a talent for something, yeah, you could get a little coach to guide you, but you're going to just exude that talent. So some people are really good in the kitchen. They don't use a recipe book. They just understand the concept of flavors. Baby, that's a talent. Some people are great at working out. They don't lose their breath as quick. They just always want to work out and eat right, and they just naturally, like, they have this high energy. Some people have this high energy to work out. That's a talent. I know working out ain't my talent, because I gotta look in the mirror and say, all right, sister, gym. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thrilled to try to help other people work out. It's not my talent, you know? When it comes to coaching, it's a natural talent, okay? Yes, I had to understand certain concepts to fit it into today's world, because you can't just go out coaching everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's just like having a basketball coach. Basketball coach ain't going to try to coach football players because they're not interested in basketball. Okay? That's what I'm saying. But when you have the ability to understand someone's problem, locate someone's problem naturally, and then not flip it around, but organize it to explain it back to them to help them see, is a natural ability. I can't go to school and have them, I mean, you can go to school and learn a gist of it, you know, but there'll still be a shortage, you know, like there'll still be some little things you'll miss. Sorry, I got distracted. Saw a nice sight. But there'll still be a shortage. I mean, I think of it like beauty school again. I went to beauty school because I was just good at doing hair, but I was always doing my own hair. I kind of like had to do my own hair. I had to do my own makeup. I had to learn that ability, and then I saw my mom do it, so I was influenced. You know, it was kind of like put on me. And not to say I hate doing hair. I enjoy it. It's one of my other talents, you know. But when I was in beauty school, there was some people that just didn't get the concept. Like, literally don't even know how to hold a curling iron. I could see that right away. Like, it has to make sense. Like, logically, you know, the curling iron has to be facing a certain way. There's so much science in hair. You'll be surprised with color and things like that. So you got to be able to understand cut. So if you cut this way, you want to make sure it's this. If you pull the hair too tight and then let it go, it bounces. So it's so much to hair and ethnicity that you really got to understand. Okay. But some people have the natural ability to just grasp it, you know, like it's a whole lot of hair. So you're not going to just curl one big piece. You're going to know, like, all right, you want some nice curls. So you want to take your time with each strand. You want to just make sure each strand is straight so that when you finish, it's stacked up and it's laid nicely. Now, I got my hair is not perfect because I am about to go to the gym. But overall, you know what I'm saying? The hair has to fall a certain way. Some people can't see that with their eye until you point it out. You know, like, understand, so fam, that I don't want to get too caught up in hair because I don't want to confuse you, but focus your energy on things that you do naturally well. Okay? Don't take it too vague, because some of us walk naturally vague. Okay? We know we're walkers. But just think about your top 3 requests from people. What are your top 3 requests from people? Okay? The people in your circle, your circumference, what are your top 3 requests? So someone is asking you for this service, this thing. It's something that someone always comes to you and just asks, like, hey, can you do this? I know you're good at this. I know you're good at this. And you're like, oh, okay. You don't even pay mind to it because it's something that's just in the background being ignored because you're so focused on chasing money, that you just kind of overlook the one thing that you do so well, and you just ignored it. You just didn't pay mind to it. You just, pushed it in the back burner. So, a lot of us are chasing dreams that are great dreams, but let's make sure at heart is your dream. Let's make sure at heart it's something that you navigate to, like you're just intrigued, okay? Not hypnotized because you spend a lot of your time on social media. Because some of us are hypnotized by social media, Take your time with this. Some of us will get that little piece of information and run. Please. Take your time, soul fam. There is no rush. And this is something that can take you up to 3 months to realize. So really take your time. Don't rush. Don't go quit your job. And no, don't be impulsive. Important, do not be impulsive. But I'm happy. Low battery. I'm happy that you have a fire. That means I'm good at coaching, but it also means that you comprehend the message that I'm saying. You understand that the success isn't in the money. Money comes when you are good at what you do, and God see that money be flowing through the bank. You be sitting there like down, woo, woo. So take your time, so fam. And even if you can't recall the 3 requests that you usually get, because I say 3 because just so you can have some options. God always give us options. But start to pay attention. Pay attention. Like, okay, let's see what I get requested for in the next 3 months. Keep a tally mark. Maybe it's 1, 2, and 3, and you just can't decide which one is your number 1. See, okay, 3 weeks in a row I got requested for this. Let me give this a try. And go and try it out and see what sparks in your mind. See, our mind doesn't start to spark because we never really touched it. We never really focused on it. We never really saw it the way we needed to see it. So we ignored that flame, But then when we just start to tune in just enough, just a little bit, rainbows start to come. Okay, so fam, Coach Amelia Adair here. Thank you so much for tuning in, and watch this video twice in case you had some jaw open moments where you like, get the message and let me know how things go. Send me an email. I'd love to know. All right, so fam, Coach Amelia Adair here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you at the next win. Bye for now.